So what are we proud of? Is it the things of earth? Is that where we store up our treasures? Are we proud of our accomplishments or our skill set or whatever it might be? Or are we proud instead of the things of God and what he values the most? Because that's essentially what St. Paul is talking about in our first reading today. He's really critiquing these people who he called like the super apostles, who are going about bragging about everything that they've done, all the churches that they've founded, all the people they've converted, maybe even which of the apostles they know and are buddies with. They're gloating about all of these things. And he says, well, I can do that too. Except then he goes and gives us this laundry list of all like the sufferings that he's endured. You know, all the shipwrecks, all the beatings, all the sicknesses, everything he's had to endure. He lists all that stuff. And he's like being very, sarcastic about it. But what he's doing is he's saying, if I'm going to boast, I'm not going to boast in my own accomplishments. I'm not going to boast in my own skill sets. Instead, I'm going to boast in my weakness. Because in boasting about his weakness, it actually shows God's strength and God's goodness. That God would use a weak instrument like Paul. That he would use a broken instrument like Paul to accomplish everything. Because the people he's preaching to, the Corinthians, they know who he is. They know what he's accomplished. He's accomplished a lot. But he's broken. He has tons of weaknesses. And so if God could use a broken vessel, even like him, to accomplish all that, how great must God be? And that's a great lesson for you and for me too, because it's very tempting to look at our skill set, to look at our accomplishments and be like, look what I'm able to do. But if we do that, then we're storing up treasures here on earth. We're trying to get that praise and those accolades for ourselves. But instead, when we boast, let us not boast in ourselves, but rather in our weaknesses. To say, yeah, I am weak here. Yeah, I'm not perfect. In fact, everything I've done, God has been doing despite my weaknesses, despite sometimes my best efforts to actually thwart him. Because in doing so, that actually broadcasts God's goodness and it broadcasts God's strength. So, let us boast, but not like the super apostles who boast in themselves, but like Paul, who boasts in our weakness, so that the glory may always go where it belongs, to the Lord.